Hi, I'm Rashonda, and so I'm going to be doing a video about, well, my life. Okay, so I haven't done a video in a while, so I have a panel exam, so that's the exam at the end of my course, and next week, so I've been really busy studying for that and stuff, and just the end of school was kind of crazy. So pretty much what the panel exam looks like, it's, you get asked 6 questions, verbal questions you have to answer verbally. Each question is 5 minutes, and you get asked by 3 panelists, 2 questions from each panelist. So one of the panelists would be my teacher, and 2 other professionals who were in the profession of community support worker or educational assistant. So, this is a 30-minute test. It's pretty much on anything that we learned the whole year. And so I've been studying a lot. It's a little nerve-wracking. So, now about Zane. Okay, so he's beautiful, but obviously I think so because every mother thinks their child's the most beautiful, but he definitely is. So he's been doing everything that a child is supposed to do at his age and more, so he's a little bit advanced. And he seems pretty smart so far, so hopefully that keeps up too. And he's super cute, obviously. So he had his first doctor's appointment. He weighed 10 pounds 1 ounce, and so in his weight, and I'm 23 inches long. In his weight, he was in the 7th percentile, so pretty skinny. And for length, he was in the 20th percentile, so he's kind of tall and skinny. So at this doctor's appointment, I got his 2-month shots. So I thought long and hard about it, and I decided, well, first of all, I don't want him to get any illnesses, like serious illnesses, so the vaccines are great for that. And also, I mean, you can't go to any foreign countries without your vaccines, so I'd like him to also be able to go on vacations with me. So, yeah, like I said, I don't want him to die from a disease. Actually, oh, and also the autism thing, I learned about that in school, so whoever is going to comment it, don't bother. And it's pretty much bullshit. You don't get autism from a shot, that's ridiculous. So I wasn't worried about that. Okay, so, my grandma, when she was a baby, she actually had whooping cough when she was, I guess, really, really sick. And she actually had to relearn to walk because she was so sick. That's scary. And I wouldn't want that to happen to Zane. And if you don't vaccinate your kids, all the diseases are going to start coming back. And then everyone will have them except for the people with vaccines. So Zane will be one of those. I mean, when I was a baby, they used to be mandatory, so why aren't they now? Okay, and so as you guys all know, Zane is intact, obviously. And so the doctor who I have, she's my family doctor and also his doctor now too. She did his 2-month checkup, looked over everything. She looked at his diaper, to see if his balls, what was that? Or to see if his testes had descended, right? And all she did was look, check that, and then she put his diaper right back on, just did it up again. No issue at all, just how the doctor should be, not nagging you about circumcision, that's ridiculous. And she was awesome, but the nurse was a different story, so it was kind of weird. So they gave them an oral vaccine, which he loved. The nurse actually said it was the best she's ever had a baby take it. And so he's sucking it, and then she said, oh, this will help with the pain. This is what they give babies when they circumcise them too. Like, it's like sugar water pretty much, right? And I was like, oh, I didn't circumcise him. And she's like, Oh yeah, I saw that because she weighed him, right, when he was naked. I don't judge. And sorry, I have mosquito bites. Yeah, so I said I didn't circumcise him, and she was like, yeah, I noticed that, but I don't judge. And I don't know, it seemed like she probably circumcised her kids, and it seemed like she was for it. And she said, I know some men who had to get circumcised when they were older. And I said, oh, well, I'd like to see a grown man get sugar to help with pain. And even though he did love that solution and it was supposed to help with pain, he still was like screaming for his shots. Like, he did not find them pleasant, obviously. And he cried. So sugar water does not help with getting rid of pain. Maybe it does a tiny bit. But actually performing a surgery, like removing part of someone's penis, that will not help with it, just as it won't help with shots. And you know what? Getting circumcised is a lot worse than shots, and he was screaming for that, so I couldn't imagine how much he would scream for circumcision. It's gross to think that someone would put their son through that much pain. And it's a man's decision if he wants to get circumcised. There's no reason to circumcise babies. They become men who can decide to circumcise themselves. And the only reason why you should circumcise a kid is a medical emergency. And that doesn't happen pretty much ever. People use a medical emergency for circumcision all the time, but it's never usually a medical emergency. I have had a couple people who actually sent me a thing that it was a medical emergency, like one woman who her first son had to, I think, at Cameron's age, but her second son's still intact. But it was super serious, not like the stuff that you guys send me. It's ridiculous. There's no reason to circumcise a baby. It is super painful. And circumcision doesn't do anything. And people say, oh, I did it for my son's sex life. Well, if you look it up on Sex as Nature Intended It, it will explain to you why the foreskin is there. There is a reason why it is there. Don't circumcise your children. Keep your babies intact. Thanks for watching. Bye.